Hi, how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the live stream. My goodness, well, it's been a few weeks, hasn't it? It hasn't felt like it, but it has been 2 weeks now, 2.5, since, well, actually, yeah, 2 weeks, 2 weeks without any live streams at all, and I warned y'all that there wasn't gonna be much live streams happening on Twitch, and that's what happened because there were some things going on with me, my family, some things I had to take care of that I knew my time was just going to be, I wasn't going to be able to do these, and so that's pretty much what happened. But back at it, pretty much. I mean, I still am doing things, but can get back on it. So we are back in the live streams. We are back to post-production, and I never really stopped. I did edit this, and you're going to see, you know, some of the results in a little bit for this. Anyway, so like I said, production, and we, like, when last live stream we were just getting started working on episode 2, and you can see right here this is where we're at for episode 2. So I was able to get all the video done and edited these last 2 weeks, all pretty much done, and we're going to focus in on that, how I made the elementals invisible, transparent on the screen. And now I'm going to show you, or in a little bit I'm going to show you guys how not only did I make it transparent on the screen, but make it visible when it needed to be fighting a miniature, and then going back into transparency and invisibility, occupying the space of its host, or its symbiont person. Of course, I'm using Hitfilmpro, and for those of you watching this on YouTube, I have a link in the description for Hitfilm's web page, or I think it's called fxhome.com, but anyway, and you can download a paid-for version, and they also have a free version that they give out of their software. Either way, it's great stuff to use. If you just want to practice on it, get the free version, and then if you like it enough, you know, purchase their pro version. But I love Hitfilm. They got great tutorials, great people working on stuff. So anyway, okay, so this is, like I said, the last time showing you, this is pretty simple. You just got to make sure you pre-plan when it comes to mixing the practical and the digital effects of invisibility for this scene. Let's just go here. So we map it out here. So we have Otonashi here, and she's about ready just to strike Mariko, and already we see the water elemental becoming visible. So literally Mariko has eyes on the back of her head with the help of the water elemental. Now we have this part where the water elemental comes out of Mariko, and then while Otonashi is striking, coming into solidify itself that way to block Otonashi's attack, like so. And then not only block, but then basically shove her away and then disappear back into Mariko. So that is what I had in mind. Now, how do we animate that? First, I'm going to just remove those and just show you so I shot two kinds of animated frames like before, or two animated shots like before. Same frame, so you animate one shot, boom, like so, and then you animate the other shot with just the elemental or the miniature that you're going to have transparent / invisible. And so what I had to keep in mind was, now for this first shot here, the parts, like the instances where I wanted the water elemental visible, then the water elemental was in the scene. Pretty simple. And doing everything that it needed to do, but as soon as the water elemental needed to be transparent, then I would just take it out while animating, and so that way you don't see it at all. So now what we need to do is just replace the water elemental where it's not seen with an invisible one on this separate shot. I think the only difference between the other elemental shots where elementals aren't fighting, they're just occupying the space of the miniature that they're symbionts with, is that you just put it into the scene solid and then take it out when you need to. But with this, you just have to make sure you time it as good as possible, so you have it occupy the space of the miniature that, you know, it's occupying, and then of course you take it out of the scene where it's supposed to be solid. And then I just animate blank for a while, and then when it comes time for the water elemental to transition back to being visible transparent, then you add it back into this separate shot, and you have it move where it needs to move, and then let it be still so it can fade into this scene. And that's basically pretty much it. So just got to make sure you get the timing right. And again, I mean, I already showed you last time on how to mask around, and the same thing, masking and then fading in, fading out on when we needed the water elemental to be transparent, invisible, and that's pretty much it. That's how it's done. I hope that made sense. I have a terrible time explaining things, but that's how we're kind of doing it right there. So, yep, that's it, and this is how it looks. Anyway, the end result's cool. And so yeah, now it's just adding special effects and polishing things up. So that's what we'll probably be working on next week. And now I'm out of time. So with that, let me go back here. Yeah. So for those of you who are watching this on our Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, this is an edited down version of about a half-hour live stream. If you want to see the full amount of this live stream, everything that we've talked about, sound effects, in special effects in detail, go to our Conductor Productions YouTube page and you'll see the full half hour of our live stream there. And again, links in the description below or on the screen in front of you. Support us by buying merch. And with that, I thank you guys for watching. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you guys next week when we add and have some fun with special effects. Have a good night. Later.